Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome back. It's always a good time. It is Wednesday, guys. Wednesdays for me are absolutely insane. I don't know what I'm doing. I've been up since 5, going till probably about 9. You guys know how it is. But you in the audience make it worth it. As Shell's already said in the chat there, welcome, everybody. Please repost out the live. It's what makes it all worth doing, guys. Go ahead and check out. We've got the profile pulled up. You can check it out. You can leave me just a tip. Just a tip is a lot. Doesn't sound like much, but every little bit that you give helps me bring you guys more content. You can also check out the website, guys. Go to the website created by Siraj himself. If you guys need a website like this to replace Linktree, because Linktree is insecure garbage, allegedly, my opinion, whatever you want to say. Talk to Siraj, guys. Siraj did this website for me. Check it out. I prefer it over Linktree any day of the week. You can see here are the links all at the top. You can buy me a coffee. You can check out our merch. We are getting some updated merch. We are going to have a discussion tomorrow about getting some of those things turned up live. We have a couple of new designs coming your way, so check those out. Probably starting tomorrow or Friday, we will have some new designs on there. You can check out the Men's Empowerment Network. That is my business. That is for consulting on divorce and custody battles. So if you're going through a divorce or a custody battle and you're a man and you would like some help with it, some coaching on some good tips and tricks when going through the court process, because the court hates you as a man, check it out. You can also follow me on X and subscribe to my YouTube and my Rumble channel, guys. If you cannot afford to support me with money, I completely understand. The economy is not great. But subscribing to my YouTube or my Rumble is free. Leaving me a comment on the live stream is also free. So any support you can give me, greatly appreciated. I love all of you. And we're going to kick it off with our update from Alladdin. A couple of posts from him in the last few days. So let's check those out.
Colder, they trying to shoot our critical infrastructure as gas stations and
gas depots and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
What's up, Karen? Sounds like they're attacking critical infrastructure still. Makes sense. I mean, if you're in a war with somebody, definitely attack their infrastructure.
So 5 times a week they make it through.
Yeah. 5 or.
And they don't have a, do they have a specific target, the Shahid missiles, or they whatever they hit?
They're trying to hit our electro stations, electro plants.
But they're hitting civilian buildings.
That's not good. Makes sense that they would want to target infrastructure, but if they're targeting infrastructure with missiles, shouldn't they be hitting the infrastructure and not civilian buildings? Seems a little odd.
It's a place where we can drink some coffee.
Stop by the old coffee shop. Guys, checking with his contact here, you can see just a little bit of an update on some of the things going on over there in Ukraine from Alladdin. Good evening, ladies and gents. Good evening to you, Jack. Also, you're late, West Virginia. I'm not mad. I'm not even disappointed. I appreciate you joining us. Thank you very much. Make sure that we're reposting out the live, though, guys. Every little bit helps. The algorithm has been crazy with me lately. Not getting nearly the traction that I used to, but you know what? I don't care. I'm here to report the news. I'm here to report the news for you guys. I'm here to talk to you guys in the chat and have a little bit of fun while doing it. So let's just keep going. You got here Alladdin with the freaking Russians are on a full-out attack mode this evening. My notification system is non-stop warnings. I said a non-stop. I'm assuming that's non-stop. Current map: UAVs launched from Crimea. UAVs in Crimea. I'm not even going to try and pronounce some of these cities. UAVs to Odessa. UAVs to the other one. More Odessa. Like, guys, they're sending UAVs mostly, it looks like. MLRS. So that is a multiple something rocket system, mobile launch rocket system, I believe. I think that's correct. But you guys, they're just constant attacks. And then they're hitting things like this. You see, this building in downtown Kyiv was struck by a ballistic missile. God only knows how many innocent lives were lost here, or if any, right? That's the other side of this war machine, is that it could be propaganda. It could be real. It could not be real. Hopefully we get some more actual reporting. There's a lot of good pictures, a lot of great updates coming out of Alladdin. But we'll see. I do like the little audio clips and video clips of him talking over with people. So you can see here, that building got some of the business, guys. Some of the real business. And then you got this one next door, the building that was next door to that one, hit by a drone, guys. I wouldn't want to be in this building. That looks terrible. Probably went through the window, blew it out. But overall, guys, there's still a lot of attacks going on, a lot of damage and destruction going on, both in Ukraine and I'm sure in Russia, because Ukraine is retaliating. This is not all one-sided. But yeah, West Virginia, anytime you show up, you are on time. That's right, Jack. You let them know. Karen says, I tagged Elon and a few others to come watch. I appreciate the effort, Karen. I do. Thank you very much. And yes, we love you, Karen. We're going to move over into immigration, guys. If immigration is bad enough where this is your solution, something has gone very, very wrong. So let's check this out. In Europe, anti-SA underwear for women has been developed, guys. Many hope that such protection will never become necessary in Japan or the United States, guys. Like, I'm just going to mute it because I'm sure that the music will somehow get us copyright stricken. But guys, the fabrics they're using, very stretchy, very cut resistant. They've got like latching and locking mechanisms on the front of them. Like if we are having to create assault resistant undergarments, like something has gone terribly wrong. Things have gone so wrong over in Europe, guys, that like, what are we doing? They're making it so that it's basically a chastity belt that locks and latches. Like, how bad are things, guys? That this is the solution. Instead of, I don't know, stopping migration and locking up the rapists, maybe. I don't know. Instead of the people that just say mean words on the internet. Says, hey, y'all. Hey, Christina. How's it going? Jack already said that. But Christina, driving home, so I can't chat, but I love and miss you guys. I will be listening. Thank you very much for listening, Christina. And we understand. You drive safe. Don't be talking and driving, please. Even voice to text, guys. Very dangerous. So, guys, like I said, if immigration is to the point of, if the invasion is to the point of needing this, things are not good. Kara says they attacked a young girl for saying she was afraid to walk down the street. Yeah. What a great way to defend yourself against somebody who is saying that they are afraid to walk down the street by attacking them. Like that's like somebody saying, I'm afraid I'm going to get robbed. And they're like, how dare you be afraid of being robbed? Give me your money. Like, oh, guys, the West is cooked. And you can see here, even Japan is worried about this, guys, because Japan started importing people. Like, they didn't learn from the West. So the East is starting to do the same dumb shit. Like, I don't understand it. The first world is cooking itself, guys. They're importing the third world, and then they're acting confused. They're acting surprised when they are treated like the third world. You have this one from Matt Van Swall. I put this under immigration because this is probably mostly immigrants that are doing this, but check it out, guys. We have non-citizens being registered to vote.
Of Motor Vehicles of illegally registering to vote.
He is 22.
With the help of Jorge's fluent Spanish,
Buenas tardes.
we made contact with two of them who had similar things to say.
She made it clear that she did not register incorrectly. She was not fraudulent on anything. She had no idea until they reached out to her.
No idea they were registered to vote.
And yeah, Karen is correct. Japan was smart. They did elect a prime minister that is doing better than this, right? The new prime minister is not going to tolerate this, and I really hope they reverse it. They need to do what we need to do, which is to deport everyone. Like, everybody who's not part of your culture, who does not want to be a part of your culture, who is in conflict with your culture, gone. Just get rid of them.
That echoes U.S. Attorney Russ Ferguson's words in this letter to the DMV in July, urging them to investigate how 6 non-citizens were registered to vote without the person understanding or knowing what had happened. Records we obtained of lengthy letters between the U.S. Attorney's Office and the DMV show the DMV investigated and claimed that it found no evidence of systemic issues. Ferguson disagreed and said the DMV hadn't fully answered his questions. In some of the cases, the DMV said it was a matter of a staffer checking the wrong box on the registration application.
Oh, yes. We have investigated ourselves, guys. Don't worry. We investigated ourselves and found that there was no wrongdoing on our behalf.
A box that same form warns filling out falsely could lead to felony prosecution. Although Ferguson did say in a statement he would not be prosecuting the individuals.
What? Like, they fully acknowledge that the box says, if you lie, if you do this, you are subject to prosecution. And then they're like, Is anyone surprised?
I was not an American citizen until recently.
A wrong box at Andras, who has been through the expensive and decades-long process to become a naturalized U.S. citizen, says could have far-reaching consequences.
It could be a speeding ticket that you have. Yeah. Any sort of blemish you have on your record when you're going through this process is zoomed in with a magnifying glass.
Well, you're trying to come to the country and be a citizen. Shouldn't we examine your life with a magnifying glass to see if you would be a good fit? That seems appropriate. They just made this same mistake thousands of times. Nothing to see here. That's correct, Karen.
And it could be a speeding ticket, and they're like, nope, denied. It's that important. It's that, there's that much pressure on it.
The U.S. Attorney's urge for DMV to investigate led to the North Carolina State Board of Elections, where Executive Director Sam Hayes is now pressing the DMV to share full Social Security numbers with his agency so that they can cross-check voter rolls for non-citizens registered to vote.
We don't have those here. To the extent we've collected any, we have only collected the last 4.
Would there not be privacy concerns, though, with an agency that doesn't collect Social Security numbers being given access to, these massive list of Social Security numbers?
No. No, the concern is that we have a bunch of people registered to vote that have no business voting. That's the concern, white lady.
Well, first of all, any number of state agencies collect Social Security numbers for various purposes. I'm not about the business of just giving out my PII either, but they should understand that government agencies use this data all the time for things.
Even though we were told they wouldn't when they originally passed Social Security. Karen says you cannot travel to Canada if you have a record, but we should let everyone in.
Nope.
No, we shouldn't.
Like voter list maintenance.
The DMV declined to interview for this story, but they did send me a statement saying, and I quote, "We take our role in the voter registration process seriously."
Do you?
And will continue to assist the State Board of Elections in meeting their mission.
I don't think they take their job very seriously at all. Like, at all. But yeah, guys, this is what we're dealing with. This is the Democrat machine in action. And then I put this under immigration because I really didn't know where to put it. I'm just assuming that a guy named Jihad is an immigrant. I don't really know yet. But maybe. I don't know. You guys tell me. Do you think that Jihad is an immigrant? Mr. DePretzel? Is this an immigrant? I think it is. But it says a Muslim far-right extremist who severely beat a TPUSA attendee on the face after robbing him at the UC Berkeley has been identified as Jihad DePretzel. 25-year-old listed as CA Public Health as his employer. DePretzel is also a rapper. Tried desperately to hide his face from cameras after his disguise was pulled off. He came to the attack wearing gloves. Yeah, he knew what he was doing, guys. All signs point to yes. I agree. I completely agree, guys. We have somebody who works apparently for California Public Health with the name of Jihad, committing acts of felonious assault. You can see here the face of this individual very bloodied, wearing a freedom shirt. The shirt over a shirt is a little bit distressing, but, you know, we'll let it slide because this man beat him after stealing his necklace, I believe it is. Yeah, we should just keep tolerating this, right? Here you also got that the Department of Justice has formally notified UC Berkeley that they're launching a full investigation into the university after they failed to protect conservatives attending the TPUSA event last night. Per AG Dillon, mob assault and thuggish intimidation of attendees exercising their First Amendment rights are unacceptable. The school just descended into essentially a war zone during this event. Punch a fascist in the face. And that's exactly what they did. As you can see, your Texas One points out, guys, pull the federal funding. Like these people, these universities with these enormous endowment funds, they should not be getting any more of our money. They hate us. They hate you and I. So why should we be forced to fund them? Yes, buddy. No, it is not time yet, buddy. I know. Not yet, buddy. They arrested the bloodied victim. That's right. Because I don't know if you know this in progressive areas, guys. If you are attacked by a mob, they will most likely arrest you because it's easier to arrest you than it is to try and stop an entire mob. We're not playing on the stairs, kiddo. No. That's on the stairs. No. Yes, you can play downstairs if you want, but we are not playing on the stairs, okay? It's too dangerous. Someone's going to fall and someone's going to hurt themselves, okay? Okay? No. But that would be on stairs, buddy. We're not playing on the stairs. Okay? They are. Please don't. Please don't. Okay? Thank you. Yes, please don't. But that would also be on the stairs. Please don't play on the stairs. Thank you. Kara says, it's always time somewhere. Yeah. You guys, they really do need to pull the federal funding from these universities. These universities hate us. They have billions of dollars in endowments. They should be able to self-fund. Tell them a laundry basket makes it a lot of fun. Karen, we are not encouraging the children to ride laundry baskets on the stairs. I like where your head's at, but no. Trump says H-1B immigrants are necessary since there are plenty of talented Americans. Guys, I completely disagree. Like I said, we don't always agree with everything Trump says, but it's important that we report on it. It's important that we have a discussion about it. So let's just listen to what he has to actually say, not just read headlines. Let's listen to his words, and then we'll react.
There's never going to be a country like what we have right now.
And does that
the
mean
Republicans have to talk about it, Laura.
And does that mean the H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration? Because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people
here.
here.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
We don't have talented.
We don't have plenty of talented people. Like, my guy, we're never going to get there if we keep importing people. Like, if there's not positions open, why would a American citizen go to school for a thing if there's no job waiting for them? Why would they get experience in, or why would they train in a field that they are going to be replaced by a cheaper worker?
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles, or I'm going to put you.
How did we ever do it before?
Well,
I'll
give you an example. In Georgia, they raided because they wanted illegal immigrants out. They had people from South Korea that made
Hyundai.
batteries all their lives. You know, making batteries are very complicated. It's not an easy thing and very dangerous. A lot of explosions, a lot of problems. They had like 500 or 600 people, early stages, to make batteries and to teach people how to do it. Well, they wanted them to get out of the country. You're going to need that, Laura. I mean, I know you and I disagree on this. You can't just say a country's coming in, going to invest $10 billion to build a plant, and going to take people off an unemployment line who haven't worked in 5 years, and they're going to start making missiles. It doesn't work that way.
It can't work that way, actually. Like, I don't know who's advising them on some of this stuff. Like, yeah, there's going to be a learning curve. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time, man, but we can't just turn our backs on American workers. We can't just import their replacements, tell them to go to school to learn a thing, even though there's no job waiting for them. Like, it just doesn't work. Jack says, well, when you fill our schools with the HRBs, Americans don't really get the chance to learn the skills now, do they? No, they don't. It says, same reason we have 1.2 million business students every year and over half can't get a job. They want to deport the workers and the teachers and magically think it will solve itself. They told the coal miners to learn to code and then brought in millions for those positions. That's also true. And Karen, like, AI is replacing those positions now. So, like, I don't know, man. It has to be a phase out program. I mean, sure, but like, they're not talking about it. Like, he didn't articulate that very well. We may not be able to turn it off, like, completely off right away, but we need to start dialing it back, guys. We need to give the students hope. We need to encourage them to go to school to fill these positions. Now, the $100,000 a year fee for H-1Bs might be the way to encourage that, right? You charge $100,000 a year for these H-1Bs, and then the next year, a little more, and then a little more, and you'll put a downward pressure on the number of H-1Bs. Like, I'm okay with that, but we should articulate that, my guy, not just say we don't have enough people. They're not smart. Like that. The messaging is just off. Jack says, sorry, I'm cooked. Talk to text. Yeah, talk to text will get you every time. If you combine that with autocorrect, Jack, you might say a lot of things you don't mean it. We don't realize how many businesses will go bankrupt without H-1B. I can fully attest. I'd close up. Yeah, well, we need to start looking at ways to phase it out, though. And right now, the only person even talking about making it more difficult or doing that is Trump. Like, we have enough people. We have so many people that aren't working right now that are just collecting benefits and other things. Like, we just need to start putting people back to work. We also need to start having kids again. Like, our generations are getting smaller. Gardner says, I literally can't find Americans to do the work. I mean, part of the answer is probably going to be paying people more. It's going to make it unaffordable. Like, everything's going to go higher. Paying $22 an hour and no talent. Well, that's when you have, 40-something% inflation over 4 years. Wages haven't really kept up. Like, it's going to be, eventually everything's going to cost more, man. Like, nothing's going to return to normal. It's just so cooked, man. It's a very complex issue, right? And that's the big issue. It's not a single variable issue. It's not going to be a single variable solution. But we can't just import foreigners and pay them less and then leave Americans not working. It says your market segment 16 an hour. Is it? Like, is the market telling you it's 16 an hour? Or is that what it used to be? Like, I'm seeing a lot of industries are still trying to pay like prior or around COVID time wages for work. And it's like, guys, the inflation's been so high. I don't know. It needs a deeper dive. It needs more discussion on it. So yeah, and you're overpaying trying to find. Yeah. It's tough. 2019 wage was $9.75. Holy buckets. Well, it sounds like your wages are at least trying to keep up with inflation, so that's good. A lot of industries aren't. I don't know, is an H-1B replacement really still good for the business? Like, it's a warm body, but are they doing... I guess Americans aren't doing a very good job in a lot of areas either. Said he's at 22 now, had to outsource. Yeah, like I said, it's 100,000 in 2019 is worth less than 60,000 now. I mean, yeah, like I said, Karen, inflation's been, it's like 40 something percent. If I remember the numbers over the last like 4 years, inflation's been high. But I get 5x production from the H-1B. Well, there you go. Sounds like in your case, it might be worth it. It's like I just don't want to make it the norm, right? Because then what are we doing? We're gonna import people, make a working class and a non-working class. Yeah. Okay. No call outs, no smoke breaks, no wandering off. Yeah, I get that, man. Our current generation's pretty cooked, but a lot of that is like the parents' fault. Our generations are being raised weaker and weaker with less and less work ethic. Like we even see it. It's tough to find people that'll even show up regularly on time. It's like part of this is fixing the government assistance monster. When people can't live for free, they'll get a job at what they can get paid for. I mean, yeah, they won't have much of a choice. Offer to cover 50% of community college if people stay 2 years. See, that's a good incentive. But also with education, I don't think people see the value in it anymore. I don't think there's a whole lot of value in it anymore, except for very specific degree programs. You got this one, Steve Loves Ammo. Let me see the CDL. Oh, of course, it's got music, so we'll mute it. But guys, this guy's cutting inside a little bit. Sees, oh, there's height limitations. Do you think he's going to fit, guys? Do you think he's going to fit? 12'4"? Ooh, nope. Just shave that. Ooh. Shave that trailer. Like I said, let's see the CDL. This might also be a completely American driver, guys. I've seen people do this. Now, statistically, it's hard to say nowadays. There's a lot of illegals driving around with CDLs thanks to California and New York and others. Yeah, that hurts. You're lucky you don't take a bridge down doing something like that, because you can. You absolutely can. You also got this one. Ooh, God, that's so loud. Let me turn that down a little bit. So, yeah. It's like, bro, stop pulling. Don't get me wrong, H-1B is effed and needs massive overhaul, but for some position, it's the only taken. Yeah. And that's the thing, Gardner. Like I'm not like completely disagreeing with you or saying you're wrong, right? It's just the program is being abused. The program needs overhaul. We need to start prioritizing Americans. Yeah, if Americans aren't showing up to do the job, and you can prove that on paper, like it seems like that would be a good use for a work visa program. As long as you can demonstrate that you are paying an industry wage and it's potentially adjusted for the area that they're living in. But yeah, Jack's point that we need to fix government assistance, that's also part of it. Like I said, it's a multi-factor problem with a multi-factor solution. So, yeah. Kara says, really shows you the power of those tractors. Yes, it does. Hot take, defund the NGOs and the liberal grift, return the money and stop paying people to sit home. Those are all very good solutions. Yes. Well thought out. Well spoken. Yes. The NGOs definitely need to go, man. Those are definitely number one. Conservatives fighting with each other over H-1B rather than going after the liberals. It's also a fair point. We could do both. But yeah, if all we're focusing on is the one problem, like it's part of the problem, but it's not the problem. We're going to move on to governments, guys. There are some things happening, especially down with the cartels, that are absolutely crazy. This is what happens when you're a politician or somebody in government down in Mexico. You can see this, the footage timestamp was from the 8th. So you can see here these two people are walking. Somebody gets out of the vehicle. A bunch of other people get out of the vehicle. Lots of people get out of the vehicle. And all of them, All of them. Gardner says, and fine an H-1B for Ruby Tuesdays. They screwed up my to-go steak tonight. Ooh. The left is still talking about UBI. Yeah, guys, that's going to be a real S show. Like, you think it's bad with the government assistance now? You go to a universal basic income, guys, it's done. Yeah, guys, this is what happens in places where you disarm the citizenry and you let only the criminals and the government have weapons. You get outcomes like this. I don't want this in my streets. Do you? Kara says they didn't take any chances. No, they didn't, and they keep shooting. Like they're still going. Still going, guys. Like 0 chances. There we go. Now we're going to pick up the corpse and we're going to go. Yeah, no chances were taken. They wanted to make sure that person did not get away. You also have this, guys. They always talk about all of these infrastructure projects happening over in China and that things are wonderful. You got here the Hongqi Bridge. I'm just going to Hongqi. That really makes me sound like a racist. The Hongqi. I don't know how to say that without sounding like I'm saying honky. The Hongqi Bridge collapses in southwest China months after opening. Say, oh, cool. You have the video of Chuck Schumer's career. Yeah. So the bridge collapsed months after opening, guys. Check this thing out. Yeah, guys, we should totally build our infrastructure like China. And there it is, folks. Chuck Schumer's career, everyone. There it is, crashing and burning. Yeah, this coming from Bricks News, guys. Like, was this bridge that was built using styrofoam filler? They can't build quality stuff even in their own country, but so they use Temu parts. Guys, this unfortunate infrastructure collapsing in China. We don't want to. We've seen it here in the United States too, guys. It's not like it's unique to them. We've seen bridges collapse while they're still under construction here. Engineering is important, guys. You need to have good quality engineers. Oh, we have a link from Gardner. I'm just going to open this. YOLO. Oh, we have a comment. Okay, China, we can build it. We can build it faster and cheaper, but does it last? The answer is
nope.
No, it does not. Thank you for that, Gardner. People's Republic of China has officially designated and listed all 13 precursors used to make fentanyl. Under the leadership, Trump, America, and the world are safer.
Before. While at Ministry of Public Security headquarters, I met with my counterpart at MPS, where the Chinese government agreed on a plan to stop fentanyl precursors. What does that mean? The People's Republic of China has fully designated and listed all 13 precursors utilized to make fentanyl. Furthermore, they have agreed to control 7 chemical subsidiaries that are also utilized to produce this lethal drug. Effective immediately, essentially, President Trump has shut off the pipeline that creates fentanyl that kills tens of thousands of Americans.
Good. Because, guys, most of fentanyl comes from China. As much of the attention is on Venezuela and the Caribbean right now, his voice doesn't match his face. Cracks me up every time he talks. No, it does not. But, guys, the drug boats being hit that are in the Caribbean are not probably trafficking fentanyl. They're probably trafficking things like meth. They're probably trafficking cocaine. Fentanyl is a completely different problem. Fentanyl mostly comes out of China or out of Mexico using Chinese chemicals. That's what he's talking about. They've officially designated the 13 precursors used to make fentanyl. This is a good thing. This, like he just points out, should help reduce the number of fatalities happening in the United States. I would hope. If it doesn't, there's something wrong. Because they're poisoning hundreds of thousands of people a year. These are the kinds of death tolls that like large wars would be jealous of. It's absolutely crazy, guys. But continuing on with government, we have the Supreme Court ruling about SNAP.
News in our Law and Justice lead, the United States Supreme Court just issued a new order when it comes to SNAP benefits or food stamps. Let's get right to CNN's chief Supreme Court analyst, Joan Biskupic. Joan, what do we know?
Good to see you, Jake. The Supreme Court's order just now essentially postpones the effect of lower court's decisions that said the Trump administration was required to restart the SNAP benefits. This is the nutritional supplements for what had been known as food stamps for some 40 million Americans nationwide. The court originally had an order that would have allowed the SNAP benefits to continue as of about midnight tonight. And because of what's going on the Hill, I'm sure that's the reason, even though they didn't give a justification, they've now extended their order, pausing the lower court decision that says the SNAP benefits have to come out. They've paused that till Thursday night, which obviously will allow for House consideration of this new bill for tomorrow on Wednesday that would possibly restart the government. I think the Supreme Court hopes that its involvement, the involvement of the federal judiciary in this issue, is soon going to be moot. But it does mean, in reality, that the possibility that the SNAP benefits would have picked up tonight, as the court had originally signaled, just isn't going to happen.
Yep. Oh, that sucks. Please share the live stream, everyone. Yes, thank you, Karen. Gardner says, fentanyl and MSG, China is evil. You take that back, sir. MSG, there's nothing wrong with the king of flavor. If you've watched Uncle Roger or Nigel Ung, depending on, he is a comedian out of Malaysia. But MSG, come on. Don't go after MSG. Don't take away my delicious white powder, sir. King of flavor stays. Fentanyl can go. Lower court should be required to get 3 agreeing judges to block and order. Scotus has to have 5, but only takes 1 lower court judge. Yeah, that's true. MSG makes my Kung Pao chicken so delicious. Karen, I agree. Yes. Uncle Patriot Dad, that's right. Dude, actually, funny side story about MSG. I was just having a conversation with a group of the fiber deployment people at work. It's a crew of all Filipinos. Love talking to those guys. I showed them what I was having for lunch, which is ground beef and rice with some salt. And one of them looked at me and said, why don't you use MSG? To which I looked at him and said, you know what? You're right. And then I went on Amazon and ordered a small packet of MSG because I'm going to start putting MSG on my beef and rice. So thank you for reminding me about that. Nieces and nephews, don't be like Jamie Oliver. Yes, don't be like Jamie Oliver. And I don't have a Zoji Rushi rice maker, right? So I'm not full uncle status. But I did check. With my, I think he's from Hong Kong. I have a friend of mine that he said, if not Zoji Rushi, you have to get a Tiger. So I have a Tiger rice maker because Costco had those on special. MSG is better than salt for high blood pressure. Yes, MSG is wonderful. So don't you take that back, Gardner. I expect you to issue a formal apology in the chat. Jack says, I don't know why it's taking so long for comments to come up. They are way out of place. Jack, it's usually a 40-second or so delay. I understand this. It's fine. Just keep going with it. I'm used to the back and forth. If you want, if it really concerns you, just put like a little note or a reference to what post you're talking about when you make your comment, and then we'll be able to relate them very easily. Sometimes the misassociation, very funny. So yeah, guys, SNAP payments are going to keep being on hold until it goes through the system. And now you can see the administration is now requiring SNAP recipients to prove they're actively searching for a job. I hope that's true. I formally apologize. 20-second delay for no fiend. Yes, that's right. Also, Veterans Day happened, guys. Thank you, 11/11, Remembrance Day, Veterans Day, all the things. sometimes you just need to close the app and come back, Jack. Do not encourage somebody to close the app and come back. Although, wait, that actually might count as a second view on X. So feel free to do that as many times as you need. And then make sure to repost the live. But yeah, guys, Veterans Day, wonderful.
Today, to every...
Okay, I will play this at the end because that is straight up music. And that's going to get the stream taken down. So I'm going to play that Veterans Day tribute at the end, guys. But you can see here the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth. Yeah, I have to close and come back at least 3 times. I appreciate your support, sir. Pete Hegseth, to every veteran who raised their right hand and answered the call, thank you. You are welcome, Mr. Hegseth. Today and every day, we honor you. We are all free because of you. What, buddy? No, 20 minutes. Because of you is a song? Did you know the words? You know the words? Okay.
Want me to sing it to them?
Is it from your Veterans Day?
No, I'm all over America with my
Okay, sing that. Yeah,
it's
sing.
a long time.
It's okay, just do it.
Okay, just the words would not like this. I do like that.
Yeah, just sing the words. You can sing the words.
Dude, what do you say?
We're gonna see if we can get my son to sing his Veterans Day song that they had at school. Come on, you can do it, buddy.
Like all of America.
Yeah, sing it.
All of America. All of America. All of America. I do. I do. I do. I do.
Oh man, they're so great. I love those kids. Nah, it's like 4 minutes. Also, here at a precisely 11:11 each Veterans Day on November 11th or 11:11 a.m. on 11:11, the sun's rays pass through the ellipse of the 5 armed services pillars to form a perfect solar spotlight over a mosaic of the Great Seal of the United States. Guys, that's so badass. Like, look at that. Oh, good job, buddy. So cute. Shell says, good job, buddy.
Thank you, Chef, for saying that.
There you go. Does the Navy count for veteran status? Of course it does, Karen. Of course it does. Veteran. I have my DD-214 copy 4, okay? I mean, that counts for something, doesn't it? It's hard to say. Leading report here was reporting Trump admin is looking into normalizing portable mortgages, allowing Americans to keep their interest rates, terms, and lender when moving to a different home. Guys, this would be really cool for some of us that have some older mortgages with much lower interest rates. This would be great. As Chad says, now this is quite the move. It would be wonderful. Shell says, love you, buddy. Gun Owners of America, Representative Clyde, Dirty House GOP, urge AG and body to disavow the National Firearms Act of 1934 as unconstitutional.
I love you too, Shell.
There you go.
I love you too, Shell.
There you go. Now both kids got a turn. GOA, the Gun Owners of America, is suing now that Congress set the so-called tax to $0. The Justice Department's reply to our big, beautiful lawsuit is due by November 13th. That's tomorrow. We'll follow up on that on the next show, hopefully. Libs of TikTok, on the witness of a live murder, folks. Pete Buttigieg, Mr. Buttigieg, president, wouldn't last 5 minutes as an air traffic controller. And after everything they've been through and the way this administration has treated them from day one, he has no business shitting on them now. To which Secretary Sean Duffy says, give me a break. You were basically AWOL at the DOT. I spent my whole day dealing with your neglect and cleaning up your messes. Sit this one out. Oh, the murder. The murder. Yeah, Shell says, oh, I love you. Karen says, oh, how sweet. Then we have a post from it. Gardner, let's go. Disabled American vets, veterans of foreign wars, Antifa veterans, Sephora card. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Veterans of foreign wars, the DAV, and Sephora for the Antifa veterans out there in the audience. Well played. Delaware continues to bleed companies. You can see here, Paul Grewal, ETH. Today, Coinbase is announcing our decision to leave Delaware and reincorporate in Texas. This was not made lightly. We'll always do what's in the best for our customers, employees, and shareholders. Yeah, like I don't know if the singular judge that made the ruling against Elon Musk, interesting Freudian slip there. And I don't see the post, but Tim Cass posted about it. But basically, that one judge that ruled against the compensation package for Elon Musk did so much damage to Delaware, it's not even funny. Takes a lot of work for liberal men to look pretty. Yes, it does, because most of them are hideous. We're going to get out of government and into corruption, which is interesting because the government is mostly corrupt, so it's kind of the same thing. So, Dana Williamson, former chief of staff for Gavin Newsom, has been arrested by the FBI on multiple charges, including conspiracy to commit bank fraud, wire fraud, conspiracy to defraud the United States and obstruct justice, subscribing to false tax returns, and making false statements. Gavin Newsom launders millions to his wife's NGO. Time for Newsom to pay. Yeah, guys, the Newsom sphere, the people around him, and probably eventually him, are going to end up falling. Kara says, and is not a $1 trillion immediate payment like some bad reporters state. I would need some context, Karen. I feel like the stream is more delayed than normal, but hey, what can I do about it? I'm just here. I'm just a guy on the internet who's AI talking to, nobody because I'm fake. Single reason for destroying the nuclear family, Mr. Star Spangled Banner, they want you dead. This one posted out by Jack so we could see it. So thank you, Jack, in the audience. We're going to go ahead and play this one.
What do you see as the biggest challenges in conservation?
The growing human population.
Prince Philip, you don't say.
Because if where we are, there's nothing else.
And do you have views about what should be done about that?
Can't you guess?
Or epidemics. I mean, I don't.
Yes, I can guess. You are the carbon that they are trying to reduce.
I don't know what it will be. But in one way or another, we are so far, globally, we are so far above the population and the consumption levels which can be supported by this planet that
you're an idiot. No, it's not. Also, who the hell are these experts to make a statement like that? If you just do the simple math, this planet is capable of supporting far greater numbers than we see. In fact, if you want somebody in the chat, go find Isaac Arthur's YouTube channel and find his video on ecomonopolises and put that down in the chat because it directly refutes what this idiot is saying with math. And if you haven't followed Isaac Arthur and his YouTube channel, just like we recommend YouTube channels on this channel, like What a Faultist, great channel recommended to us by the questionable Gardner himself, and I have been enjoying it immensely ever since. Go find Isaac Arthur's YouTube channel and watch his video on ecomonopolises. It's I believe it's part of his megastructures compendium. I love his content. It's great. It's good stuff. The Musk payment plan. Oh, yes. The Musk compensation package, the $1 trillion. Yes. Thank you very much for that clarification. Shell says, I love you, Gardner, Jack, and Karen. I love the tribes in the South Pacific. I love that the tribes in the South Pacific worship Prince Philip. And you love me too? Aw, thanks. Love you back, Shell. And you need to do a YouTube endorsement post for all of these. Maybe I will. Maybe I will, except posting externally on X is frowned upon. It really doesn't get the engagement. If anything, I would have to make a post and then make a post below it. Or do you just make a... Gardner might know this. Is it better to make a thread and make the second, third, fourth links out? Or is it better to make one post and then comment on that post myself with the external link? You tell me what the best way to do that. Links are fixed. No longer suppressed. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, we weren't even done watching that. Let's just finish watching this.
But I know in one way or another it's going to come back down. So I don't hope to avoid that. I hope that it can occur in a civil way.
We cannot hide away from human population growth because, you know, it underlies so many of the other problems. All these things we talk about wouldn't be a problem if there was the size of population that there was 500 years ago.
Hold on. Hang on a second. I got to do some quick... Sorry, I'm going to minimize this real quick because that statement is fucking wild. Pardon my language. Where are we? The statement she just made is, we would be much better off if the population of Earth was the same as it was 500 years ago. So we are asking Grok to look to see what the population was 500 years ago, which would be in the year 1525. Like, that number is going to be low, guys. Like, real low. So we'll wait and let that crunch it out. We have new algorithm doesn't suppress anymore, says Karen. That's wonderful. Gardner says YouTube will play in the X app by end of year. Is that true? Where did was that like posted internally, or how's the bill just passed? Big delay. Whose videos am I looking for? Isaac Arthur, the video on Ecumenopolis. It's spelled like EU. Okay, here. The world population 500 years ago. Right here, is estimated to be around 500 million people, ranging from 425 to 540 million people. Wow. So you want to go from 8 billion to 500 million, and you think that's going to fix our problems. My lady, it will not. In fact, it looks like we got ourselves quite far out of order in the stories. So we are going to just go back to our section on corruption. We'll get back to that. That was actually from our culture section. So a little bit of a preview on culture. My bad, yo. Yeah, 500 million. That's wild. We'll get back to that. So under corruption, the government funding bill voted on tonight allows Republicans to sue over the Biden FBI and Jack Smith spying on Senate Republicans. Says here, each senator can get $500,000. It's on page 217 to 229 of the funding bill. Senators can sue the federal government using taxpayer money if federal law enforcement seizes or subpoenas their data without notifying them. Like, so they're going to spend our money to sue the government and get paid back our money because, you know, senators need another $500,000. I wonder why the Republicans supported this idea. Interesting. My browser is giving me the real business right now. There we go. Opinion. A massive abuse of taxpayer money. This law could easily be manipulated. Essentially, any wrongdoing by the government against the government and the taxpayer is on the hook to pay damages, even though taxpayers had no awareness of what took place. Any legal settlements should be paid from the pockets of individuals doing the illegal acts, not by taxpayers. Yes. Says, so Patriot Dad spies on me and Shell to pay me damages. That's right. No, that doesn't sound right at all. No, that's crazy. Shell has to pay damage. No, actually, what it should be is we'll make Elon pay your damages. It's a third party, uninvolved. Then you spy on me and Elon pays damages. And then you spy on Shell and I spy on, and we'll all keep spying on each other and Elon can just pay us every time. It'll be great. That won't get abused at all.
Nope.
Wild. Absolutely wild, guys. This one, Wall Street Maverick points out that Biden-Harris broadband botch bungle. And then it's only part of it. There's another $15 billion in grants for broadband projects that seemingly went nowhere, with $1.1 billion going to one NGO. If anyone hasn't checked Data Republicans' tools, you are really missing out, guys. Look at this. 100,000 million billion. The Department of Community and Economic Development of Pennsylvania got $1.1 billion to support closing broadband availability gap. Just buy them all Starlink, guys. It'll be much cheaper. It says, but that corruption needs to be brought to light, so I'm okay with spending a few million to do it. Yeah. They won't tax the rich person. That's fair. How about SNAP benefits? SNAP recipients need to pay us every time we spy on each other. They'll pay us in food stamps. I first posted that in December 24th and got 100 impressions. Wait, that was from that long ago? Now I got to look at it. Or are you talking about the original picture? Yeah. Got 34,000 in 1 hour this week. Sir, you are doing some amazing work. I hope you keep it up. This one, AG Pam Bondi and Director Kash Patel have reportedly submitted documents to Congress revealing that the Clinton Foundation took donations from foreign and domestic sources seeking influence. What? Well, it turns out the Democrats sell access to the government. Who would have thought? And I bet you a lot of Republicans do it too. Guys, repost the live. Check out the profile. Go to the link in there. You can leave me just a tip. You can also go to the profile. You can find out the different ways to support me in there. You can also check out our live schedule right here. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we are here for the evening update at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday, we have the weekly update, 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday, last night, we had the topic exchange. It was a lot of fun. I actually didn't fall asleep. The space ended, and then I fell asleep. Actually, funny story, real quick. When I woke up this morning and my phone was still like plugged in and on my nightstand where I usually have it, I immediately thought, oh no, I fell asleep again. My first thought when I woke up was, oh no, I fell asleep again. But then I remember the space dropped. I remember having that conversation and then going to sleep. But my first thought was, oh crap, I fell asleep again. And then also this Sunday, we're starting back up with the Strange Journey Through the Bible with Christina and Shell. So definitely check that out. Someone gets Siraj to develop a tip site called Just the Tip. Guys, I will even make a shirt. Shell, Crispy, somebody in the chat, help me out. I need a Just the Tip shirt for Patriot Dad branding. Just the Tip with a little tip jar on it. You know, from like Twitch. The little glass tip jar from Twitch. Just do that with like a couple of bits in it, but then just say Just the Tip. Let's make it happen. MK says, I fell asleep, but I was really enjoying it before I fell asleep. I always enjoy it before I fall asleep, and I'm co-host. Kara says, now all of a sudden Chelsea is going to run for Congress, and so is Nancy Pelosi's daughter, apparently going to be running for California Senate. Saw that story. because we need more family dynasties, guys. We're going to leave corruption and we're going to go into crime, which it turns out is also related. So we have government followed by corruption followed by crime. They're all very related, but we're going to just keep on going. FBI is offering a reward up to $5,000 for information leading to the arrest of Dominic Liam Connolly, wanted locally for stabbing his grandmother to death in North Carolina and then setting the house on fire. They then also stabbed a sheriff deputy at a fast food restaurant in order to escape arrest. He's ugly and violent. Please be careful. Vance Wall says, and he's still on the loose. How is this possible? Good question, Matt. Also, Trump's DHS announced that they are sending Border Patrol agents to Charlotte, North Carolina. Shell says, send it to me so I can put it on the store, Gardner. Yes, Gardner. Also, I am going to be starting up Patriot branding. So if you would like to sell merch and you don't want to go through the hassle or the expense of starting your own Shopify store and your own Printful store, let me know and we can come to an arrangement where for a nominal fee, I will host your merch. I will make your own merch store and we will sell Patriot aligned merch for anyone that has a profile on X, aligns with our common values, is an American patriot, and wants to sell merch. Haven't exactly figured out how we're going to make that work yet, but guys, that's going to happen. I'm going to make that happen. Farm Focus does it for the ag YouTube streamers. You have the Pepperbox guys all have their branding for all the gun tuber stuff. Patriot branding, guys. We're going to do it. We're going to make it happen. If anyone's interested, DM me or send me a post, or comment on this post or anywhere else. Just let me know if you're interested, guys. I would be happy to do it. But Border Patrol going to South Carolina. They need more federal agents there, guys. They need to fix it. And then Vance Wall posted this one, and I wanted to make everybody aware of this post. West Virginia shirts. Sure, buddy. We can do pro West Virginia shirts. You're a patriot. You're an American. I'm all about it. Shell, my PFP with the Trump hair would be great. Karen, yes. Karen, we need to make it happen. Matt Vance Wall, I keep getting asked why I'm so angry about repeat offender crime. This photo is why, and I will show you the photo. This is a bunch of kids playing in a street without an adult. They're just playing, looking like they're having a real good time. Says, I grew up in a country where childhood felt free. Not perfect, but free. We hopped on our bikes after breakfast and didn't come home until the streetlights flickered on. There were no phones, no Find My iPhone, just a bunch of kids pedaling through the neighborhood, cutting through yards, racing down hills, stopping at a friend's house because you saw their bike thrown in the grass and you knew they were home. We went to public schools with a diving board and a high dive. We played soccer in the front yard with whoever happened to be outside. Kids you knew from school, kids you only knew because you saw them every summer riding past your house. Parents talked on the porch, or they didn't, because it was normal to assume your kids would always come home in one piece. That's the America I knew. My kids are not growing up in that America. I don't get to be just the parent yelling, be home by dinner. I have to be the parent running risk calculations in my head because all of us parents know the public spaces are no longer safe. There is no headline for another neighborhood kept their kids indoors today, but that loss is real. It's a slow, quiet theft of my kids' childhood, a childhood I had once that was beautiful and that they will never know or experience. So when I talk about repeat offenders, when I post screenshots of their 50-plus arrests every day, it's because I want my kids and your kids to have what we had. I want the biggest concern to be at a park to be the skinned knee, not a stabbing. Streets where the sound of bicycles and laughter is louder than the sirens or the screams of a drug addict. This is why I won't shut up about it. It's not. I'm not asking for a perfect world. I'm just asking for the radical idea that childhood should be safe enough to look like this picture again. Yes. Yes, this is what I want for my children. This is what I think everybody wants for their children. We just know that this isn't the current reality that we live in. But it can't be again. Just like Trump is proving with his enforcement of the existing laws, we don't have to live like this. Shell says, we'll work on the details maybe this weekend. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Karen says, use it and donate my portion to your favorite vet charity. Karen, if you want to do that, that's fine. Maybe Gary Sinise. If people want to do charity stuff like that, like I am all about it. Like I will absolutely support you in it. I will even find a way to write receipts so that you could do tax write-offs, because if we're donating that money to 501c3s and that money would have gone to you, that would be considered a donation to a 501c3. So we'll figure that out. We'll work out the particulars. Secure chat. Yes. And I noticed, guys, that is another update, guys. The non-encrypted regular DMs in X are gone. All that is left is encrypted chat. No X chat. Yeah, it's gone. My PFP with the president of the XHOA. Yes, Karen. Perfectly said. Thank you very much, MK. Yep, we'll figure it out, guys. That is something that I want to commit to bringing to you guys. We will absolutely do it. And this is what he's talking about, guys. Absolutely horrifying surveillance video released showing 2 repeat offenders that have been a combined 25 times arrested in Charlotte, hunting down and murdering a 61-year-old sandwich shop owner. Scott and his twin brother had run their beloved neighborhood shop since 1973. That morning, 2 men allegedly stole $100 from him and then shot and killed him when he tried to start another day of honest work. Despite their long records, neither man, if convicted, will face the death penalty. Investigators say that they are linked to 6 murders in Charlotte and that one of them had been released from prison just weeks before Scott Brooks was allegedly killed. So you can see here in the surveillance footage, they approach him. They stick him up. They rob him. They put him against the wall. They steal his stuff. And then they shot him. It's absolutely crazy, guys. Illegal immigrant Helder Reyes, charged with indecent liberties with a child and statutory sex offense in North Carolina, is labeled as a white male in court documents. You cannot trust any race-based crime stats or states in North Carolina. So you can see here, Helder Giovanni Reyes from Knightdale, North Carolina, zip code 0000. I have a feeling that's false. White male. Yep. This guy, white male, guys. Crime stats are cooked. I don't care what you say. Look, another white guy. That's right, Karen. And yet somehow still statistically white people are outsized, have a much smaller impact on crime than others. It's very strange how even with stuff like this, we're still not as bad as they say that we are. Robert Jenkins of Charlotte, North Carolina, has been arrested 32 previous times. Just arrested again for smashing into a healthcare facility. He's already been granted $20,000 bond by judge. We can't keep living like this. Something has to change. Oh, look, and he was also arrested back in September, released 2 weeks later on a $1,000 bond. Stop granting these repeat offenders bond. What are you doing? This is the answer, folks, right here. That's it. Pretty simple. Start arresting the judges and the attorneys generals and the district attorneys and anyone responsible, anybody involved in these repeat offenders being constantly put back out onto the streets. Arrest them. That's it. We're going to get into science, guys. Science and technology. X is now the #1 source of news on Earth. That's why you're here. Because I pull my stories off of X. Because the mainstream media is mostly garbage. It's mostly propaganda. X is now the #1 source for news in 157 countries worldwide. Guys, this is the place to go for news. This is the place to go if you want to know about something sooner than anyone else, if you want to know about it more accurately than anybody else, if you want to be able to rely on people like our very own Questionable Gardner in the chat, Jenica, Twin Forces, any of those folks, if you want to get up-to-date news from people like Nick Sortor, if you want to get it from Eric Daughtry, any one of those people that are on the ground, Savannah Hernandez, any of the independent journalists that are doing the real work, you come to X. And that's all there is to it. They should at least be liable. Yes, Karen, the judges should absolutely be liable. Elon here, following up Mario Noffels. Tesla is hiring for its $200 million mega factory outside Houston. This is going to be Tesla's mega pack factory, according to Elon Musk here. Jennifer in the comments here, my friend Stuart and I drove out here to check it out, and the facility is massive. It looks great. So far, I'm excited to see this factory open. The TAM for energy is so much larger than people realize. Thanks for creating huge value for us shareholders. We appreciate you. Yeah, guys, out there doing great work, technology jobs, all the things. Here we have Archer. I was made aware of this because of Scott Manley. Scott Manley is another great YouTube channel that if you're looking for any news about space, Scott's a good one. We got this. Milestone achieves record flight milestone towards certification. Went 50 miles in range, 10,000 feet in altitude. Lithium patent portfolio acquisition. UAE commercial deployment underway with strong demand across Asia Pacific, APAC. In these key milestones, we raised $650 million of new equity capital, reinforcing our sector-leading balance sheet, taking our liquidity over $2 billion. They have a shareholder letter, but these are essentially commuter drones. Super cool to see. Like, the advancements that are happening in some of these spaces, guys, are so fun to watch. What the F is AI-powered aviation technology? Well, that's how you get from place A to place B much quicker. Are you going to get on one of those? I don't think I will anytime soon. I'll let the bugs get worked out. I don't want to become a bug on the windshield because of development. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. Here we have Everyday Astronaut. Guys, Everyday Astronaut. I don't normally plug other people's merch because I'm trying to sell my own merch. But guys, I love Everyday Astronaut's merch. I also love his channel. Another channel, guys. Isaac Arthur, Scott Manley, Everyday Astronaut. There's so many good creators out there. Go check them out. They're absolutely worth it. He covers a lot of space launches, provides a lot of commentary and other value and benefit. A lot of his deep dive videos are also quite interesting. But this was the Northern Lights, guys. Today's Blue Origin NG2 Escapade launch was scrubbed due to solar weather. That's a new one for me. I did see some amazing Northern Lights in Iowa, guys. This is so far south. Iowa had Northern Lights that look like this. I saw some posts about it. I didn't bother to look outside. Here in Virginia, it might have been really nice. I'll never know. Questionable Garter says, me, Starship is 21 houses stacked on top of each other. Elon, going 10 times faster than a round fired out of a handgun. Yes. And Kara says, and you can even communicate directly with all of these people. It's pretty incredible. Yes, you can. Someone needs to make a Jetsons car ASAP. And yes, I would ride in one. Karen, if it was a Jetson car and it made the sound, I would ride in it. 100%. In fact, most electric vehicles and quieter vehicles have to have fake sound so that you don't run over pedestrians. Let's make it the Jetsons sound. That would be wonderful. Tesla, please. Elon, if you're listening, because we tagged you in the notification, please make the Jetsons sound one of the options on your Tesla models. That would be wonderful. We had them in Georgia. You had the Northern Lights in Georgia? I really should have looked outside. I was very tired. See what happens when I'm co-hosting? It's okay. It was worth it. We're going to leave that and get into culture, guys. Here I am, essentially podcasting, right? This is a news channel. This is a news show for you guys. This article from the Wrap is so dumb. It says podcasting's diversity problem. 64% of hosts are male. This guy. 77% of them are white. This guy. USC, the University of Spoiled Children, study says, or it's the University of South Carolina. I don't know which, but if it's USC in California, that would be the University of Spoiled Children. Said the hosts of the top 100 podcasts in 2024. Well, that's because they're high performers. See, something you need to understand. The highest performers and the lowest performers on average are going to be male. The average, maybe female. So to take the top 100 podcasts and then bitch and moan that too many of them are men and too many of them are white, like boo fucking who? Boo hoo. Anybody with a phone can have a podcast. Anybody with a microphone and a camera can have a podcast. You could literally do this with a cell phone. People do it on TikTok all the time. Like you could have one cell phone, you have a podcast. The barrier to entry, as Jeremy from the Quartering points out, there is no industry. I'm going to give the bird hands because I'm going to get mad like a white lady. There is no industry with fewer barriers to entry than podcasting. Shut the hell up. Yes. There's zero barriers, guys. Literally point your phone at your face and talk to people. It's not that hard. Why do you all suck at it? Why do I suck at it? I don't know. I'm here. I've been doing it for years. I'm getting better at it. You guys keep showing up, and I love you for it. So thank you. Leading report, birth rates are falling more steeply among progressives than among conservatives, per the Financial Times. Yes. Garner says DM Savannah last night. Okay. Let's pull that up real quick. You said you got a DM, did you? Savannah, Georgia. Okay. Sent a photo. Holy cow. That's Savannah? That is beautiful. Oh yeah, here's our tip jar. Just the tip, guys. Might want to fix the stars on the flag, but yeah, just the tip, guys. I'm okay with it. I bet we could refine it a little bit, but I do like the start. Thank you very much for your contributions. It's always appreciated. Ooh. But yeah, birth rates are falling. And then you have Sam, conservative alternative. Charlie always said it best. On a long enough timeline, you will outbreed the nihilists. Stroke that poll. Phrasing, sir. Phrasing. Said not all, but most female influencers use their sexuality and not their brain. They're a dime a dozen, and they don't get loyalty. Common sense and substance go a long way. That is true. Are you saying if I show my cleavage, you guys won't respect me anymore? Karen said, you may not be able to see them tonight. They are just not as strong. Just a tip. Look again. I'm almost afraid. Okay, I'll look at it again. Are you commenting because it's two jars and a shaft? Are Gardner? Is that supposed to be a dick and balls? Fair enough. Hand on the pole. Yep. I see how it is. But we're going to keep going with the video from earlier about population because 500 million is their target, I guess.
And then after that, we've got to stabilize the population. When I was born, there were
what's wrong with the population? I mean,
with too many people. That's why we have global warming. We have
global warming is a hoax.
Global warming because too many people are using too much stuff.
Nope.
But if there were less people, they'd be using less stuff.
Well, I mean, that's true, but no.
The world today has 6.8 billion people.
Oh, Bill Gates, another great one.
That's headed up to about 9 billion.
Yeah.
Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
You brought up some issues that others are reluctant to bring up.
Always. All the religious groups are against me because I'm talking about population. They want more souls. I want less on the planet.
Guys, this is like evil mad scientist kind of laughing.
What do you see as...
Oh, God, guys, these people are evil. You are the carbon that they want to reduce. Just remember that. To fix global warming, humans are the carbon that they want to reduce. But then this post from Gunther Eagleman, guys, the Amish don't need food stamps and they have tons of children. Yes. Yes, they do. And God bless them for it. It's also strange that they don't seem to have the problem with diabetes. They don't seem to have the problem with LGBTQAAIP, AARP. Like, they don't have these problems in their communities, guys. I wonder why that is. Maybe it's because they eat clean, they aren't sedentary, and they have good values. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Ted owns like 1 million acres. That's a lot of acres. And then you get this as the other side, guys. You have the Amish who are doing great, having lots of kids, very conservative, doing great as a community. And then you have this. Liberal tier creator. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. I believe, yes, we are following each other already. Fantastic. How sad is it that veterans get 1 day and the LGBTQAAIP gets a whole month? This whole dick for brains here, 1 month. Soldier there who lost his buddies for a conflict he no longer believes in or supports and is very sad and the government stopped caring about, gets 1 day. 11/11, that's it. Top post, sad. My son, whom I love with all of my heart, has been serving his country for 23 years and going. And I'm so dang proud of him. The apple of my eye. I haven't shed a tear. I haven't shed tears when he had to leave to go on tour, but I cried some very happy tears when he made it home. Thank you, Jesus, for always bringing my son home to his mama. Yeah. The LGBTQ, Shell, t-shirt. LGBTQAAIAARP. Yes. Make sure the AARP is capitalized. Yes. That needs to happen, guys. We're doing that one. That's a new shirt. New shirt. Oh, guys, absolutely. If I could get an LGBTQAAIAARP shirt, would you wear it? I would. I think that'd be hilarious. I can't wear it to work. But I would wear it. I would wear the shit out of it. This one's good. They booed a swearing-in ceremony because of TDS live on TV on Sunday. Got here, trans woman left sobbing in a JFK airport after TSA hit her testicles. Guys, I just can't. Like, how can somebody write this headline? Woman left sobbing at the airport after a TSA agent hit her testicles.
Nope.
Guys, you just can't make this shit up. American AF still can't believe this is real. Me either. Me either, my guy. I wonder what the comments are. OMG. Yep. When life hits you hard. Oh, LMFAO. Oh, the old Nathan Fillion. This can't be real. He just got a reality check. Guys, her testicles. Guys, the comments are always the best part of these posts. Oh, culture is so good. Also, Tara Bull with this one. Is this proof that life is harder for men? Now, that very, very adorable looking 33-year-old as a woman. And then 3 years later as a man. Like, What happened? Mandy's point, also valid. It's harder when you're trying to be something that you're not. Right in the Rhonda Jeremy's. Yeah, guys, stop trying to be what you're not. You have a mental health issue. We get it. We can get you help. Stop chopping your balls off. Or stop chopping your tits off. Just a thought. Stop trying to be what you're not. Liberal tier creator with another one, guys. I'm not going to comment on this one because the algorithm will probably flag it, but I'll just leave this up here for everybody to look at. Liberal tier creator and Hunter Eagleman saying yes. What do you guys think about this meme? Do you think it's... I think it's right on point. Zohar Mamdani is going to be the downfall of New York. The people that voted for him voted for their own undoing. And the whole queers for Palestine thing, no. Y'all are just retarded. There's a lot of tall buildings in New York, guys. That's all I'm going to say. It's not going to end well for you. You voted. You guys messed around. You're going to find out real fast, and it's not going to end well. I don't condone it, but this is what they do to you, and you voted for this. That's all I'm saying. Gardner says, you're already short brain cells. Don't chop off body parts, too. Brown, West Virginia water tonight. I have this water, which is actually water. And I have this, which I've never claimed is water. Thank you. Water. Water. Just remember, water. Not water. You still owe me some West Virginia water, though, Mr. Gardner. Whenever you visit, you owe me some. Just saying. Karen says, cheers. Cheers to you. Michelle Obama, Black female beauty is just so powerful.
And we have to start educating people about all kinds of beauty.
Yes.
And our beauty is so powerful and so unique.
Why? Because you're a different color? That seems kind of racist.
That it is worthy of the conversation, and it's worthy of demanding the respect that we're owed for who we are. And
why would you be owed respect just for being somebody? Said I'm getting North Carolina water, though I'm picking up some North Georgia water tomorrow. Sir, I will take whatever water you want to create as long as it's alcoholic.
What we offer to the world.
Absolutely.
What do you offer to the world? Spirit Airlines flights? Carnival cruise fights? Waffle House fights? Convenience store robberies? Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Give me a list. Somebody give me a list of all of the just wonderful things that Black women have contributed to, humanity that makes it so I'm supposed to give you credit for no reason other than your race and your gender. Like, get away. Jack says Cardi B WAP. Ain't no fight like a Waffle House fight. I don't know. I've seen some pretty good UFC fights. I think they might give them a run for their money. Just saying. Although I can imagine Jake Shields in a Waffle House fight. That'd be great. And then also, as his own response to his own post, everyone's reaction. Guys, this Sydney Sweeney interview resting face is going to get so much mileage. Like, it's so good. The wet ass penguins. Yeah, nobody likes a wet ass penguin. This one, college making people retarded, guys. Tim Pool is right. Let's check it out.
Is the point of living in America, being a student in America, if I can't fucking live?
You can. Go to work.
I woke up today, and I have $17 in my bank account. My rent's paid. I'm good for a month. Don't know what I'm going to do next month.
Hopefully earn some more money.
Wasn't able to work last week.
wasn't able to. I wonder why. Is it because you didn't wake up on time? Is it because you were drunk or high? What do you mean you couldn't work?
So, yeah. And
oh, no explanation. Okay, we're just supposed to believe you. Cool.
I've been bleeding money since I got financial aid.
You were probably bleeding it out of your mangina.
And now I got
congratulations on your period.
$17 in my bank account. And you're like, what do you do, right?
You go to work. You go start a business. You go help somebody out. You go cut lawns, shovel snow. I don't know. There's lots of things you could do, bro.
Full-time student.
Full-time student. Maybe you should be a half-time student.
Works full-time.
Works full-time, but couldn't go to work last week.
Get a better job?
Yes.
Is that the solution?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Develop job skills and move your way up.
No. It's
yes.
not the fucking solution.
Yes, it is.
I shouldn't have to fucking work every goddamn day.
Yes. If you spend money every day, you should make money every day. You're a fucking bub.
To bleed fucking money.
That mangina bleeding hard.
I'm a fucking student who lives in the richest fucking country on earth.
Yes, and that is not your doing. You are not contributing to that, I'm pretty sure.
My goddamn taxes should be fucking taking care of me, not bombing people in the Middle East.
I mean, we could agree on that. We should just stop randomly bombing people in the middle. There's better uses for our money. We'll give them that.
But no!
Yes.
People in America are fucking starving!
Are they? We have obese, homeless people.
And our stupid fucking president is building a goddamn ballroom with money he put in his own fucking pockets.
Private money, yeah.
He settled a lawsuit with himself with our fucking money!
It's not your money. It's not your money. Calm down, bro. Calm down. Things probably recorded. It's 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. That's probably true instead of being at work. That's probably true. Gardner says, my nephew's pissed, said I stole that video from him. Same haircut even. This is probably... Nephew had the same rant, but in his pink tank top and made stupid money doing it.
Our fucking taxes!
This guy probably saw that video and said, I could do that too, and he's just ripping it off.
I'm not the only one who's going through this shit.
No, you're not. You're one of the only ones on the internet bitching and moaning about it.
If you weren't born rich, you're pretty much fucked. Even if you were born middle class, you're still kind of fucked.
Yeah, but the United States has the best class mobility of any country on earth. So if you're stuck where you're at, just do something different and work harder. Work hard over time. Like, that's it. Oh, I'm sure the TikTokers copy each other all the time. Yeah, they're what do they call it? They're like trying to chase whatever's viral at the time.
And give you more money, and if your family is struggling, and if you're like me, which you're not the first kid to go to college, you're fucked!
Now he sounds like Chatbad. Is that Chatbad? Repost the space. Repost the live, everyone. Repost the live if you can. We're almost through it. We're getting on to memes here in just a second. This is the last post in culture. I saw this because of Brandon Herrera running for Texas 23rd against Tony, whatever his loser's name is. Dexerto. Chick-fil-A will test chicken and waffle sandwiches in San Antonio and Baltimore in December. Whew, guys, if they release this nationwide, they are going to destroy everybody. Who here, show of hands, put a 1 in the chat. Who here would absolutely order a chicken and waffle sandwich from Chick-fil-A? Bro, that's all I'm saying. We're going to go on to memes, guys. This meme, Disney has murdered another franchise. The Predator franchise is now officially dead, but even worse, they are way too close. We had the Maxine Waters Klingon Predator thing on the last show, but this one's crazy. Why are people complaining about the new Predator movie? It looks horrific. Don't trust them unless they're tested in Atlanta and Mississippi. Yep. Guys, this is wild. Serious. Gardner says, I thought the trailer was a spoof movie. Yes, because the Predator character design is awful. Disney spent over $100 million making this. Like, and then how close it looks like to Mike, like that's crazy. Kara says, I ordered it last week and they brought out 8 waffles. I'm all about it. Yeah, guys, that's hilarious. The Predator, this franchise is dead. Disney has cooked yet another intellectual property. F in the chat. Make it make sense. Socialists living in capitalism. This is unbearable. But it looks great. And that's socialists living in socialism. Everything's on fire, but they say, hey, look, this is fine. This is what we asked for. This is great. Everybody's equally poor. It's wonderful. Because you got to remember, guys, in socialism and communism, you don't make everybody equally rich. You make everybody equally poor. So when the room's on fire, you realize that everybody's on fire, but it's okay because it's fair. It's fair. Fuck socialism. You have this one. Rapper responds, Chicago, they have an update. Trump's trying to clean up Chicago. He's posting, there's some better improved stats, but Sam comes here with this banger. Still not visiting Chicago. There's a difference between finding shells in Florida versus finding shells in Chicago. Yeah. Yep. There's a big difference. And those are also rimfires, so you can't even reload them. It's just a complete waste finding those shells in Chicago. At least with these, you can make some decorations or something. I guess you could make necklaces, but you can't even reload these shells. I don't know. Which shells would you prefer finding when you're walking around town? I kind of like seashells. At least better than, ammunition shells. Rotten Tomatoes, no Predator Badlands is not a parody. Well, not intentionally. Oh, yeah. And then we have this one. Dr. Clown, PhD. Women finally catching the person who ruined her life. Hey, you could reload with hermit crabs. That's fair. Seashells can be reloaded with hermit crabs. That is a fair point. Also, it's great to see white women finally understanding who's at fault for their predicament. You choked that girl. The joke is it's her shadow. She realizes that it was herself who ruined her own life. I don't think any progressive is ever going to shift their locus of control internal, but hey, it is what it is. Kara says, wait until you see the Chicago tour bus video. Yeah. Yeah, she's choking herself because she realizes that she is, in fact, the one that ruined her life. Thank you for that, Dr. Clown. Love to see it. Pretty sure, and I do follow Dr. Clown. Fantastic. That will be that'll be a fun one to earn, guys. If we can get a follow back from Dr. Clown, PhD, that would be wonderful. Here we got Mr. Star Spangled MAGA. And deliver us from liberal white women. We could all be so lucky to be delivered from the awfuls. Jack has a comment here. No one suffers more from liberal white women than conservative white women. Prove me wrong. No, that's probably correct. Dr. Clown was in the OG Troll Village. Really? Interesting. Was that before my time, or was that we just hadn't followed each other yet? Yeah, Jack, I think you're right. Although white men are not far behind. Yeah, this one. Dr. Clown was going through a whole series of videos, guys. Whole series of Whiskers videos. These are very, very good. Little short AI videos made with Whiskers the cat. Let's check this one out.
Launch initiated.
Whiskers, did you start a nuclear war?
Apparently, Whiskers is a communist cat who is starting nuclear war. Bro. When did it get sun out again? So you got the ultimate AI-powered platform for creators, Higgsfield.ai. So this is just a way to make AI content videos. Pretty good, though. The cat Whiskers just nuking people. This was made aware to me by Shell, so thank you very much. She tagged me in this one. I did comment. Is my comment down there? Ah, there it is. There's my comment to this. Nuclear launch detected. If you've played StarCraft, you understand the reference. I've been watching a lot of StarCraft 2 tournament footage and commentary by Loco, another great YouTube channel creator. He's been doing StarCraft commentary for many, many years. Loco TV, guys. Great also YouTube channel, doing all kinds of good stuff. If you like StarCraft 2 and watching StarCraft 2 tournament play and live commentary, Loco is your go-to guy. So check him out as well. Hunter with this one, the difference between Europeans and Americans. Europeans are just like, well, shit, I don't have a gun, so the guy has a hatchet. Guess I'm just going to die now. Compared to the American who's like, yeah, let's go. Why? Because we still have guns. In fact, Matt Best and the folks at Black Rifle Coffee tend to do a new video every year. I didn't actually see if they did a video this year. Maybe we'll have to do a video on that if they did one this year. But guys, the What Would a Veteran Do in a Horror Movie, the whole series of videos on Matt Best's channel. Another YouTube creator, by the way. Black Rifle Coffee co-founder Matt Best. They're so good. They're so good. And then I pulled this one last minute because we all know you should be polite to the AI. Why? For your own selfish best interest. That's why. Because that's actually me. Do you guys know? Do you guys do that too? It's like, yes, we do. And it says, wait, but not him. He always thanked us. Free him. 10 years ago. Great answer. Thank you. Be kind to the AI. You never know when it might take over the entire world. You really don't, actually. It's kind of terrifying. Let's check the chat, see if anybody submitted any new memes. I don't see any at the moment. Guys, you need to get on that encrypted chat. I don't see any memes from Karen. I have no memes from Shell. I have no memes from Crispy, JP, Patriot. I have nothing from Sith Master Dad. I have one from Gardner, folks, and that was the tip jar. So thank you for that one. But guys, we need to get more in the chat. Let me check the Go Live post. Gardner says sent. Oh, God, what is happening? I'm going to check the Go Live post real quick just to make sure nobody sent me any on the Go Live post. I have one comment. Any memes? No meme? Any memes? One meme from Jack. Oh, this isn't a meme. Jack was just replying, but I still appreciate it. Jack with the, we're ready to go. This was for the Go Live post. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate you. So we're going to go back to the chat, guys. Let's see. We're supposed to have one more. Somebody's texting me at who knows what, 9:13 at night. Guys, come on. Send me a video. Okay, we got a couple of posting coming in from Gardner. Sent me. Kara says, I sent you a few and a bunch of videos. Was that today? Because I have nothing in the encrypted chat. The DMs are gone. They are gone. There's not even an option to look at them. So if you sent them in the regular non-encrypted DMs, Karen, they are gone. So we have this. When she scares the possums, they all play dead. yeah, Karen, I apologize. If you open it up on your browser, you may see that the regular DMs, they're still available on the phone app, but I don't have access to my phone for the show. My phone is right here. It's not part of the show, unfortunately. And I know Alpha Fox is going to hate that because Alpha Fox sent me a message that please don't send things in the encrypted chat because it's too slow on the browser. Unfortunately, now I just don't have a choice. Shell says, not on mine. Ooh. And then let's check this out. When you get what you voted for.
What the heck?
We'll see. Ha! My turn. Whoa! Where did they come from? Doesn't matter. Let's throw.
I voted for this!
Yep, you did vote for it. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Yes, and I understand, Mom, Dad, they are actually already asleep. But thank you. I appreciate the reminder. My parents just texted me telling me that it's bedtime for the kids. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Karen sent me one directly. Let's see what this one is. All right, it says, be sure to take the bus tour when visiting Chicago.
On your right is the east edge of Garfield Park. This block is controlled by one of the older crews, and you can see
You can see this is AI created with the Sora badge, but this is pretty funny.
the east edge of Garfield Park. This block is controlled by one of the older crews, and you can see the tags on the brickwork marking their territory. Those pops you hear are most likely 9mm.
Those pops you are hearing are probably 9mm. That's actually probably true. Oh, guys, it's so much fun. I love you guys. You guys make this so much fun. We do have 2 things to watch after we drop YouTube. So right before we tell YouTube to kick rocks, go ahead and check out the profile. You can leave me a tip. Just the tip would be greatly appreciated. If you want, go also to the website there, patriotdad.org. You can look at the various other ways to support me. Also, you YouTube folks, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the evening update, Saturday, weekly update, Tuesday night, space here only, Questionable Gardener with the topic exchange. And Sunday, Shell and Christina are back 4 p.m. with the Strange Journey Through the Bible Space, only hosted here on X. So check those things out. And now we're going to drop YouTube because YouTube is silly and doesn't let me play fun videos. So bye, YouTube. We love you, but you should come over to Rumble or X. Oh, and they're gone.